Welcome to my channel. Today we will discuss about the numericals of current electricity part A, in which majorly we will solve the numericals based on the Ohm's law, which is the part A of current electricity. So let us start with the formulas. What are the formulas in this topic? These are what is the charge? Charge is any. Terms must be clear because in previous video I have explained each and every term. So you can watch that video for the theory one. So Q is the charge, N is the number of electrons, E is the charge on each electron, and in magnitude, what is the charge on electron? Charge on electron is 1.6 into 10 raised to minus 19 coulomb. Second is current. What is the current? Current is rate of flow of charge. So it is charge upon time. Charge is NE. So NE is here instead of capital Q upon T. And next is potential, electric potential. It is work done per unit charge. So work done will be just by doing the cross multiplication. Q we can send to this side. So W will be Q into V. Next is Ohm's law, in which we were study already. V is directly proportional to I, so V is equals to Ri, and R is called the resistance, and R will be V by I. So R is V is equals to IR, that is Ohm's law, and in this part, by this triangle we can understand Ohm's law easily, and we can find it. If we have to calculate V, so simply it will be I into R, and suppose if we have to calculate I, so it will be V by R, and suppose if we have to calculate R, then simply it will be V by I. So simply one formula we have to remember at least, that is V is equals to I into R. Next formula for the specific resistance or resistivity. We know resistance is directly proportional to length. Resistance is inversely proportional to the area of cross section, and as we combine these two, we will get R is equals to rho L by A, where rho is called the resistivity or specific resistance, and rho will be RA by L. Okay, R is rho L by A, so rho will be RA by L. Now, what is conductance? Conductance is defined as the reciprocal of resistance. So, C is 1 by R. C is conductance, R is the resistance. Now, next is the sigma is 1 by rho. Sigma is reciprocal of resistivity, which is called, okay, fine. So, next conductance and okay, we have to, now we can start the numericals. We'll start with first question. What we have? In a conductor, 6.25 into 10 raised to 16 electrons, this is number of electrons, N, flow from its end A to B in 2 seconds, time is 2 seconds. And find the current flowing through the conductor if the charge on electron is given as 1.6 into 10 raised to minus 19. So we can write all the information, number of electrons, we can write given number of electrons, that is N is equals to 6.25 into 10 raised to 16, and time is given as 2 seconds, and charge on electron E is equals to 1.6 into 10 raised to minus 19 coulomb. So what is to be find out as? We have to find out the current, and we know the formula. Since current I is equals to Q by T, but Q is NE by T. So we can write all the values. So I will be N is 6.25 into 10 raised to 16 into charge on electron is 1.6 into 10 raised to minus 19 upon time is 2 seconds. So 16, that will be 16 5s are 80, 16 2s are 32, 840, 4, 16 6s are 96 and 400. Decimal at 2 places by 2 into power of 10, sorry, decimal at 3 places. Decimal will be at 3 places. Okay, decimal will be at 3 places, so it becomes 100 by 2 is there, and power of 10, 10 raised to 16 into 10 raised to minus 19. So it will be 5 into 10 raised to 19 minus 16 will be minus 3. So minus 3. I, unit of current is ampere. We can write it, that is also answer. And if we wish to write in terms of milliampere, then we can write it I is equals to 5 milliampere. This is also the answer. So we complete the first sum. Now second sum. Second sum, a current of 1.6 milliampere. Current I is given 1.6 milliampere flows through a conductor. If charge on an electron is this, find the number of electron. Again, negative sign is there, but we will take only magnitude. Find the number of electrons that will pass each second through the cross section of that conductor. So what informations are there? Just we can write it first. We will write in given part, we can write current I is equals to, okay, given part I am writing current I is equals to 1.6 milliampere, which I can write 1.6 into 10 raised to minus 3 ampere, because 1 milliampere it's 10 raised to minus 3 ampere. Milli means 10 raised to minus 3. If a charge on electron, that is E, is given 1.6 into 10 raised to minus 19 coulomb. Once again I am telling, we will write every time magnitude. So find the number of electron pass each second. Pass each second means time is 1 second. Each means time is 1 second. So time is 1 second. We have to calculate number of electrons. So we know, since I is equals to Q by T, which is Ne by T. So I is equals to simply Ne by T. Now we will substitute all the values. So I is 1.6 into 10 raised to minus 3 is equals to N, number of electrons, which is to be calculators. E, charge on electron, is 1.6 into 10 raised to minus 19 upon time is 1. So 1.6 will get cancelled, and N will be 10 raised to minus 3 upon 10 raised to minus 19. 19 minus 3 will be 16. So N will be 10 raised to 16. So number of electrons will be 10 raised to 16. And it will have, it is a number of electrons. Number have no unit, no dimension. So no need to write unit. Unit will not be there only. Now question number 3. Third question, find the potential difference. Find the potential difference required to flow a current of 200 milliampere in a wire of resistance 20 ohm. So what informations are given? Two things. Current given, current I is equals to 200 milliampere, which I can write it 200 into 10 raised to minus 3 ampere. I. And resistance R is equals to 20 ohm. So potential difference is to be find out. So according to Ohm's law, we have V is equals to I into R. So we will be I is 200 into 10 raised to minus 3 into R is 20. So this will be 4000 into 10 raised to minus 3. This plus 3 and minus 3 will get cancelled. So you will get 4 volt only. So potential difference is of 4 volt. Next question, question number 4. An electric bulb draws a current of I is given 1.2 ampere. So I is 1.2 ampere at 6 volt. Potential difference is 6 volt. Find the resistance of the filament of the bulb while glowing, means R is to be found out. So again, what informations are given? Just we will write first current I is equals to 1.2 ampere and potential difference V is 6 volt. So since V is equals to IR according to Ohm's law, so our resistance will be V by I. So we know everything. So R will be V is 6 upon 1.2, that is 5 volt. 5 ohm. Unit of resistance is ohm. So R will be 5 ohm. Next question, question number 5. Question number 5. A car bulb connected to 12 volt battery. Battery means potential difference V is 12 volt, draws a 2 ampere of current when it glowing. What is the resistance of the filament of the bulb? First of all, we will do first part. So we can write what informations are given. So given potential difference V is equals to 12 volt, draws a current I is equals to 2 ampere. So first of all, we have to find out what resistance. What is the resistance of the filament of the bulb? So we know the formula. Since resistance is equals to R is equals to V by I, so V is 12 by I is 2, so it will be 6. So R will be 6 ohm. R is 6 ohm. This is about the first part. In second part, they are asking, will the resistance be more, same or less when the bulb is not glowing? When the bulb is not glowing, by that time resistance is infinite. Means current is not flowing in any conductor, then by that time resistance is infinite. Resistance is very large. Okay. Now question number 6. Question number 6. Calculate the current flowing through a wire of resistance. So resistance R is given as 5 ohm. Connected to a battery of potential difference V is as 3 volt. So current is to be found out as resistance is given and potential difference is given. So we'll write given part resistance R is equals to 5 ohm and potential difference V is equals to 3 volt. So since current I is equals to V by R, so V is 5, V is 3 by R is 5. So I will be 30 by 5, that will be 6, so it will be 0.6 ampere. So we get the answer. Next question, question number 7. Question number 7. In an experiment of verification of Ohm's law, following observations are obtained. Potential difference 0.5, for that current I is 0.2. If potential difference is 1, then current is 0.4. If this is 1.5, then this is 0.6. If potential difference is of 2 volt, then this current is 0.8. and if the potential difference is 2.5, then the current is 1 ampere. So for this, first part is there to draw VI graph, potential difference and current graph, and use this graph to find. So first we will plot the graph. So what I did already till here, this is axis of the current and this is the axis of the voltage. On this axis I have taken current and voltage values we have to take. So what values are there? In potential difference we have axis of the potential difference. We have 0.5, 1, 1.5, 2 and 2.5. Potential is this. So we can write here all the terms. What we have? It is start with the 0.5, sorry, I will go by the different color. So it is 0.5, then it is 1.0 or simply 1, then 1.5, then 2, then 2.5. All are in volt. Next, in current, for these corresponding values we have 0.2, 0.4, 0.6, 0.8 and 1.0, that is 1. Right. So this is the graph now. In a part, the potential difference V when the current I is 0.5. I is 0.5. So for 0.5 I, what we have to do? We can do one thing. 0.5 will be somewhere here. Current 0.5. Current 0.5. It is 0.64. It is 0.6. So 0.5 will be in between these two. So we'll plot this part. So directly we can get, no problem, 0.5. So I will do one thing. I will draw a line from 0.5. This line we can draw. Yes, different color we have to take. 0.5 this way. 0.5. Correct? And same we can plot over here also. Yes. So what will be this value? It is 0.5. And for that, what is the voltage? It is in between. In between 1 and 1.5. So I can write it as 1.25. 1.25. So A part we get already, the potential difference V when the current. So when current is 0.5, then potential difference is 1.25. So we can write A part. A part we can write when the current is 0.5, when current is 0.5, then potential difference is 1.25 volt. Here we can write ampere also. Okay, so A part is over. Now about B part. B part, what they are asking for B part? The resistance in the circuit. For finding resistance, already I was mentioned in previous theory lecture, okay, we have to find out the slope of this graph. So anyway, just we can find the slope of any part. So it will be preferable for me if I will go the slope for this line, this part. So I will mention it as point A, B, C, and this angle is theta. So BC will be from here. BC will be 2.5 minus 1.5. It will be 1. That is 1 volt. And what will be this part? AB. AB will be 1 minus 0.6. 1 minus 0.6. That will be 0.4 ampere. 0.4 ampere. So we can write in B part. In B part, we can write slope since resistance R is equals to slope of ABC, triangle ABC. So we know how to find out the slope. So slope R will be change in y-axis, that is BC, upon change in x-axis, that is AB. So BC already we have calculated 1 and this is 0.4. So 1 by 0.4 means it will be 10 by 4, which will be 2.5. So R is equals to 2.5 ohm. This is the resistance of the circuit. Okay. Now next question, which is the question number 8. Two wires of same material and same length. Material is same. Resistivity remains same when materials remains same. Because resistivity depend on the nature of the material, it does not depend on the dimensions. Means resistivity does not depend on the length, area of cross section, temperature. No, resistivity depend on the nature of the material, like gold, silver, copper, iron. Every different material will have different resistivity. Keep that in mind. Two wires of same material and same length also have radius 1 and 2 mm respectively. Compare their resistances and their specific resistances. So first of all, as in beginning I have mentioned, specific resistance means resistivity. If material of same material is there, then resistivity will be same. It will not change at all. It will be 1:1 ratio. If we have to find out, compare करना मतलब ratio find out करना है. So we'll write all the informations. What informations are given? Radius given. Radius R1 is equals to 1 mm. It is radius. So area, I will not denote it by capital R. We can denote it by small r. 1 mm. So which is 10 raised to minus 3 meter. So since area is pi r square, so area A1 will be pi r1 square. So area A1 will be pi r1 is 10 raised to minus 3, that's whole square. So anyway, it will be pi into 10 raised to minus 6 meter square. Why I am finding area, that you will come to know. Same way radius R2 is given, it is 2 mm. So 2 mm, which I can write 2 into 10 raised to minus 3 meter. Now A2 will be pi R2 square, which will be pi, and R2 is 10 raised to minus 3 meter, that's whole square will be pi 2 into, I'm forgetting, 2 into, it is 2 into 10 raised to minus 3 meter, that's whole square. So it will be 2 2s are 4 pi into 10 raised to minus 6 meter square. It is area A2. So we get A1 and A2. And it is mentioning already same length. Length is same. So L1 is equals to L2 is equals to L, I will say. So I will write because it is given. L1 is equals to L2 is equals to L, say why I am writing, because we are going to assume it. So compare their resistances. So for first part we can write, since resistance R is equals to rho L by A, so therefore R1 will be rho L by A1 and R2 will be rho L by A2. So R1 by R2 we can get, therefore R1 by R2, capital R, resistance we have to find out. Therefore R1 by R2 will be A2 by A1, and A2 and A1 we already get What is A2? A2 is 4 pi into 10 raised to minus 6 upon A1 is pi into 10 raised to minus 6. So this term get cancelled, this get cancelled. So R1 is to R2 will be 4 is to 1. 4 is to 1. This is the term. Okay. R1 by R2 will be A2 by A1. Right, correct. And for second part we can say specific resistances, that is their resistivity will remains same. What is the reason? Because material is same. Same material will have the same resistivity, because resistivity depend on the nature of the material, does not depend on the dimension. So for second part we can write rho 1 is to rho 2 will be 1 is to 1, because it does not depend on the dimension, it depends on the nature of the material. That is the key word for this. Now next question, question number 9. Question number 9, just we can read. A given wire of resistance 1 ohm is stretched to double its length. Length gets double, so area of cross section becomes half. What will be new resistance? Okay, so what we can write about it? Let R1 is equals to 1 ohm, L1 is equals to L, L1 is equals to L, and area A1 will be, area A1 is equals to A. Now according to given condition, now okay, just before that I can write what is the new resistance. So resistance is to be calculated. So since R is equals to rho L by A, so therefore R1, which is 1 ohm, is equals to rho L by A. So R1 is 1 is equals to rho L by A. This is our equation 1. Now next part, according to given condition, what conditions are given? We can write according to given condition. Now according to given condition, what given condition is here? Double its length. When length is get double, its area of cross section automatically will be half. So when its length get double, so L2 is equals to 2L, and area A2 will be A1 by 2, which we have written already A by 2. So since R2 will be rho L2 by A2, so just we will substitute all the values. Rho L2 is 2L by A2 is A by 2. So again this 2 will move up. This 2 will move up 2. So it will be 2 2s are 4, 4 rho L by A. It is R2. So therefore we can write R2 is equals to 4 times of what is rho L by A? It is 1. So it will be 4 ohm. So resistance will increase by 4. New resistance will be 4 ohm. Next question, just we can, in previous question we can do one more thing. From 1 we can write here, another way confusion will take place. So from 1, from equation 1. Now question number 10, a wire of resistance 3 ohm and length 10 centimeter is stretched to length 30 centimeter, assuming that it has a uniform cross section. Now it is mentioning cross section, okay, uniform cross section. If it has uniform cross section, then area will be 1/3. Area will be 1/3. What will be new resistance? Same as the previous question. So it is given R1 is equals to 3 ohm, L1 is equals to 10 centimeter, and area of cross section A1 will be A. Now, according to given condition, or we can say second part, we can write in that format. Since R1 is equals to rho L1 by A1. So R1 is 3 is equals to rho L1 is 10 centimeter upon A1 is okay, just we have, don't do like this way. We will go a more simpler way. This is equation 1, right? And I will write according to given condition, according to given condition. What condition is given? Length L2 is stretched to length L2 is equals to 30 centimeter. Assuming that it has the uniform cross sectional area, so area A2 will be A1 by 3, because if length is stretched 3 times, then area of cross section also will decrease 3 times. So it will be 1/3, so A1 by 3, and area is not given, but A1 we have assumed as A, so it becomes A by 3. So we can say, since R2 is rho L2 by A2, so therefore R2 will be rho L2 is okay, we will write L2 by A2 only. I will take it as equation 2. No need to do this one. Previous one part also we can take as equation 2. Now what we have to do? We can divide equation 1 by 2 to get the answer. Dividing equation 1 by 2. So now dividing equation 1 by 2 or 2 by 1. I will do one thing, 2 by 1. This is 1. 2 by 1. So R2 by R1 LHS and rho L2 by A2 divided by rho L1 by A1. So rho get cancelled. You will get R2 by R1 is equals to L2 by A2 into A1 by L1. Every terms we have. L2 we have as 30 by A2 is A by 3. A2 is A by 3. A1 is A. L1 is 10. Now R2 is to be find out. R1 is 3. So R2 by 3 is equals to this 0 get cancelled, A cancel with A, 3 will move up, 3 3s are 9, so it will be 9. So R2 becomes 9 3s are 27 ohm. This is the final answer for this question. 11th sum. A wire of resistance 9 ohm having length 30 centimeter is tripled on itself. What is the new resistance? So we can write all the informations. Here we have R1, let R1 is equals to 9 ohm, L1 is 30 centimeter and A1 is equals to pi R1 square. So we are assuming its radius, we are going to assume it is radius we are assume first of all. Radius also will be 3 times as it is tripled. So area becomes 3 times. Area will be 3 times. Okay. So area A1 we are assuming it as A, and A2 area will be 3 times of A because it is tripled on itself. It is tripled on itself. Okay, and L1 we have mentioned it is 30 centimeter. So as we will triple it, so L2 will be 10 centimeter. So now we have the formula since resistance R is equals to rho L by A. So R1 will be rho L1 by A1 and R2 will be rho L2 by A2. So we can divide these two. So we will get from here, we can write it as therefore R2 by R1, because R2 is to be find out, is equals to rho L2 by A2 upon rho L1 by A1. So R2 is to be find out, R1 is 9 is equals to rho and rho will get cancelled. You will get L2 by L1 into A1 by A2, correct? So we can write L2 is 10 by L1 is 30 into A1 is A and A2 is 3A. It is R2 by 9. So this A get cancelled, 30 this cancel, 3 3s are 9. So R2 by 9 is equals to 1 by 9. So R2 will be 1 ohm. So resistance will be 1 ohm. Now question number 12. What length of copper wire of specific resistance? Specific resistance means rho, resistivity is given, and radius is given, is required for this. Okay. So what informations are there? Just we will write. So rho given, rho is equals to 1.7 into 10 raised to minus 8 ohm meter, and radius R is equals to 1 mm, which is 10 raised to minus 3 meter. So therefore area will be pi r square, which will be pi into r is 10 raised to minus 3, that's whole square. So it will be area becomes pi into 10 raised to minus 6 meter square. Resistance R is equals to 1 ohm is given. So what length of copper wire? Length is to be find out. So we know the formula, since R is equals to rho L by A. So L will be R A by rho. So every terms we know. So therefore L is equals to R is 1 into area is pi into 10 raised to minus 6 upon rho is 1.7 into 10 raised to minus 8. So further we will get L is equals to, therefore L is equals to pi value is 3.14 into 10 raised to minus 6 by 1.7 into 10 raised to minus 8. So it will be 314 by 1.7, which will be 17 ones are, then 17 eights are, then 17 fours are, 0.7 meter. 0.66 आएगा, but I am writing it as 7. So this is the length of that wire. Now next question number 13, which is the last sum. Question number 13. The filament of a bulb takes a current of 100 milliampere. So current I is 100 into 10 raised to minus 3 ampere. When potential difference is V is there, when the potential difference across it becomes this, then current becomes this. Calculate the resistance of the filament in each case. Account for the difference. Okay, so there are the two parts. In beginning I will do two parts. So first case, when current is I1 is 100 milliampere, which I can write 100 into 10 raised to minus 3 ampere. Okay, and potential difference V is given as 0.2 volt. So we can say since V is equals to I into R, so R1 will be V1 by I1. So V1 is 0.2 upon I is 100 into 10 raised to minus 3 is also equals to 0.1. So resistance R1 will be 2 ohm. 2 ohm. So resistance is 2 ohm. In second case, when the potential difference across it becomes 1 volt. So V is 1 volt and current becomes this. So V and I again given. So given V2 is equals to 1 volt and current I2 is equals to 400 milliampere, which I can write 400 into 10 raised to minus 3 ampere, which I can write 0.4 ampere. It is I2. Now we know since R2 is equals to V2 by I2. So V2 is 1 upon 0.4, that will be 10 by 4, which will be 2.5 ohm. So R2 is equals to 2.5 ohm. Now we have to mention and account for the difference. What is the difference now? It is difference of resistance is 0.5. So we can write that part also. Difference, therefore difference of resistance is equals to R2 minus R1, which is 0.5 ohm. So we finish A part, numericals of the part A of current electricity. Thanks for watching this video.